Eddie Hearn expects Bivol to defend title in the fall. Rematch Canelo next spring. I got a bit of a problem with who it's coming from. Let's talk.
Push the weight and now flex. Alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Boxing scene. Link will be in the description. Hearn expects Bivol to defend his title in the fall. Rematch with Canelo next spring. Y'all see who's saying this, right? So let's read a bit of this article. Dimitri Bivol will have to wait another year to swap punches with Canelo Alvarez. First of all, he won. Why does he have to wait another year? You see, family, language is important. The very first sentence in this article. He won. So in what universe is he chasing Canelo Alvarez? He won. Better question. Why isn't anybody holding Canelo Alvarez's feet to the flames? Instead of a rematch with Bivol, because that's what warriors do, you're going back to 168 to bring Triple G up to 168 from 160 and give us a third fight that you said you was done with and nobody was really asking for. Because you fought to a draw and you beat him the second time. And nobody was checking for him. Your fans were comfortable with you freezing him out and not give him a third fight. So you said you was done with it. Now, you'd rather that and bring him up 8 pounds. You'd rather that than to rematch a guy that dominated you. But in the first sentence of this article, Bivol has to wait another year. How about this? Bivol, go on and do bigger and better things. Fight the winner of Joe Smith and Artur Beterbiev. Canelo's work with you is done. You beat him. You beat his behind. I gave him 3 rounds. In one of those rounds, I was being nice. The judges gave him the first 4 rounds. They tried to cheat the best way they knew how, and they still couldn't get it right. Because he could, they couldn't get it right, and he couldn't get it right. Instead of Reynoso telling him, yo, you gotta smash the gas on him. You're down, man. Don't leave it to these judges. You know the block is hot, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Bivol has to wait another year. Get out of here. Canelo don't want that smoke if he don't have to get it. But back to the article. The Russian light heavyweight title holder will likely defend his WBA title in the fall after the recent news that Alvarez decided to pivot towards a trilogy with Gennady Golovkin on September 17th on DAZN pay-per-view. Another thing. Bye-bye pay-per-view. You remember Tracy Morgan? Bye-bye pay-per-view. Look, even Tracy Morgan went to DAZN and got a bag. You want to pay me to say this? I'm known enough? Okay, you want to pay? Okay, I'll take the money. Give me the script. I'll take the money. And now DAZN is on pay-per-view. Man, when we told y'all this DAZN crap, DAZN boxing and this American takeover and the transatlantic deal, when we told y'all that Eddie Hearn is going to fumble this ball, y'all didn't believe us. Well, time reveals all truth, don't it? There you go. But back to the article. Bivol defeated Alvarez by unanimous decision in a 12-round light heavyweight bout earlier this month at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Alvarez, the undisputed champion at 168, had a rematch clause, but in the end, he decided to forsake it in favor of a third fight with Gennady Golovkin. Do I really need to read this article any further? I'm talking to the Canelo fans that are going to come to this video and try and justify any of this. The only thing you should be telling is the truth. He can't beat Bivol, and I'd rather him not fight him again. Because the next time it might be worse. Sidebar. There's another guy up there named Artur Beterbiev. John Scully is his trainer. He's friend to the show. They've been waiting on a contact from Canelo Alvarez. It never came, and now we know why. He got off light with Bivol. Artur would have killed this kid. Canelo. who Alta is the WBC champion. That fight was easy to make. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Okay? I'm going to read this sentence again. Alvarez, the undisputed champion at 168, had a rematch clause, but in the end, he decided to forsake it in favor of a third fight. In favor of a third fight with Golovkin. So he's not running it back. He had a rematch. He had a rematch clause. Which means if he lost, he had an order back. If Bivol said, yo, I beat you, I don't want to fight you, Canelo could have said, no, I have a rematch clause. But he lost so bad, he said, I'm going to fight Triple G again. So now you got Hearn saying, yeah, that rematch will happen in spring. You know what, Bivol? You should say, you know what? I've moved on. I've moved on. Canelo ain't shit. I proved it. But back to the article. Eddie Hearn, the co-promoter of Bivol, said he has a plan to place for Bivol that consists of Bivol taking a voluntary defense in the fall, which means he's going to fight a Hamanega just to defend his title. Then rematch Alvarez the following year, likely in spring. So here he go. He says, we sat down with Dimitri Bivol and his team and said, look, you're going to defend your world championship around the same time in September. Then then you're going to rematch Canelo Alvarez in May. Hearn said on a recent episode of the Zone Boxing Show. Okay, was anybody from Team Canelo sitting there? Y'all know y'all can't trust Eddie Hearn. I'll say it again. Y'all know y'all can't trust Eddie Hearn. Y'all forgot who he is? Oh, let me remind you. I'm going to remind you.
We already know the question I'm going to ask. Everybody wants to know, Deontay Wilder offering $50 million.
It's very kind of you.
Are you guys going to take it? If not, why not?
Well, because we haven't had an offer yet. All we've had is a piece of paper from a guy from Alabama. So let's see a contract. Let's see the proof of funds. Let's see what we have to do and what our obligations are to earn that kind of money. If it's real, we have to look at it, and it's something that's of interest. But if they expect us to make a decision and accept a fight today based on a piece of paper from, as I said, a guy from Alabama, then they're widely mistaken.
First things first, I want to thank you and appreciate the invite that you had me to such a event.
No problem. Thank you for coming, sir.
I appreciate it. Now, Eddie, the last time we spoke and we did an interview, I asked you about Deontay Wilder and negotiations, and you said in two different separate occasions, you said that you need to see proof of funds. But I saw a video you did with IFL TV, and you said you never asked to see proof of funds. Could you clear up the confusion with that?
No, I haven't seen proof of funds. I haven't asked to see proof of funds. I've just asked some very simple questions, which they've answered, to be fair to them. Let's see the proof of funds. Let's see the proof of funds. Let's see the proof of funds.
Let's see the proof of funds.
Let's see the proof of funds.
I caught him. I caught him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I caught him. Get the fuck out of my face.
Hello, world.
So now that we're up to speed on who Eddie Hearn is, what he just said, we sat down with Dimitri Bivol and his team, and, you know, come on, man. Listen, guys, the man said he's severing ties with Boo Andre because he said he couldn't get him no fights. But this was, in many people, like past few years, was promoter of the year. Y'all remember that? Amidst all this AJ nonsense. And you can't. And salute to Andre for getting a bag. He's not starving, but he couldn't get this man no fights. You and Canelo, Boo Boo, listen. Eddie Hearn had Andre and Canelo on the zone, and he couldn't secure that fight. Now I played that video for there's some comedy in it, but there's a lot of truth. The guy's a liar, and he couldn't produce. He couldn't produce those fights. Canelo lost bad. This wasn't controversial. This wasn't like Golovkin, Canelo won, where it was a draw. And some people said Canelo won. Most people said Triple G won. It's not that. He got washed the whole fight. He didn't win at all. So now he's going to sit here and try and explain to you guys, hey, man, this fight is happening in spring. Yeah, y'all hold y'all breath if you want to. You're going to die. Let me read back some of this stuff from the article. The link will be in the description. He says, asked if Hearn would be interested in trying to make a full light heavyweight unification bout between Bivol and upcoming 175-pound title bout with champion Artur Beterbiev and Joe Smith, June 18th in Madison Square Garden, New York City. The veteran promoter said it was an option. In reality, given that both Beterbiev and Smith are aligned with rival promoter Bob Arum, an undisputed fight would be far from a guarantee and would require the participation of Top Rank. So now, because it's Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, the winner of Joe Smith and Beterbiev might be impossible to make because Bivol is with Hearn and Joe Smith and Beterbiev is with Top Rank. You see? Y'all see this, right? So even though there's going to be a winner between Joe Smith and Beterbiev, undisputed at 175 will be a problem to make because of nonsense. Ridiculous. Eddie goes on to say, possibly, Hearn said in the undisputed matchup, Bivol going to be fighting around the same time in September, October. We know that Beterbiev and Joe Smith are fighting in June, so Dimitri can even look at the undisputed fight later this year with us. Listen, y'all go ahead and believe Eddie if you want to. They mentioned Buatsi in this at 168. Man, listen, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This man, I don't even know why he's talking about Buatsi in this article, man. I don't even know why. The business will stop undisputed, y'all. And here we go again with the nonsense. Again. So Bivol has a belt. Joe Smith and Artur Beterbiev is going to straighten out their business. And granted, there's no controversy, not controversy, but there's no draw, nothing like that. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. And we're going to be looking at undisputed, and boom, he's pretty much telling you it might not happen. Oh, it could happen, but, I'm here, and I don't like working with Top Rank, and Top Rank don't like working with me. There you go. There you go, y'all. He's already telling you what time it is. Sidebar. Look at Russell Mora in this picture. Look at Russell Mora in this picture. Look at Canelo on the right-hand side, walking away, standing next to Eddie Reynoso. And look at Russell Mora in this pic, y'all. Look at Russell Mora in this pic. He's like, damn it. Ugh. Look at his face. Look at Russell Mora's face. Man, the boxing gods, boy, I'm telling you. It's all coming full circle. In closing, y'all, Canelo is not being held to the flames. He's supposed to rematch this guy at the full 175. This indeed was a cherry pick gone wrong. The Fantastic Four, and y'all know who the Fantastic Four are. Go look at my channel and go scroll, look at my live stream. I explain who the Fantastic Four are. But there's your Reed Richards right there. Russell Mora. But those three judges plus Russell Mora, that's the Fantastic Four. They couldn't help. Because Bivol was the Hulk that night. And Canelo's a fraud. There was nothing he could do. And what he's not going to do is rematch this man immediately. He wants to redo it in the spring. And if you put your faith in Eddie Hearn that he's going to get that done, you are out your mind. I have no faith in him. If he gets it done, fine. But to have faith in him accomplishing that, remember his track record. I just played a video of him lying, and that's not the first time. It's not. Transatlantic deal, the American takeover. We're going to sign Deontay Wilder, $100 million. All of that nonsense. Lie, 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 lie. So y'all put faith in him if you want to. I'm not. No thank you. Salute the Bivol. Move on. Don't even give Canelo another shot. His fans don't want it, and he don't want it. It's obvious. Bronx on deck. Move!